this low-key hits at home, and I've been noticing this like pretty recently because okay, I'm doing, you know, I'm on a cut right now. I'm in the gym working on myself, trying to get healthier, fit, build some muscle. Protein. I have noticed so many things have protein, and they're not even good products for protein. Like I kid you not, I swear, like I seen these Cheez-Its, these protein Cheez-Its. It's like, yo, what? What? And some of these protein items, like bro, like if they boost up the protein, like a protein bar, right? They're gonna boost up the protein so much, and obviously people don't want to eat some hot dog shit of food, so they're gonna bump up either the sugar or the fat to compensate for the taste. And so basically you're fucking yourself in one way and not the other that you're expecting. And just people just don't read the labels. They don't read the nutrition labels. Like, yo guys, it's 2026. We gotta be educated. We gotta read the labels. If it's not like, I think if it's not like I think 10 grams of protein for every 100 calories is not a great protein. It's just not a great protein food. And then on top of that, if the other macronutrients like fats or sugars is higher than the protein, it's still bad too. So you're low-key cooked.
Have shown the number of people actively trying to eat more protein jumped from about
Plus, it's like the new trend now, eating hella protein and shit.
59% in 2022 to 71%.
We're just getting scammed.
Which is a wild jump for one macronutrient in 2 years. In the first few months of 2025, over 8% of new food products launched were marketed as a source of protein, up from just about 4.6% 2 years earlier. That might not sound like that big a deal, but for thousands of years, human diet didn't change that much, and now we're having large changes in a matter of years. This is the kind of shit that creates conspiracy theories. Protein itself is not the problem here. It does help you stay full, and it helps you hold on to muscle. All of the benefits are completely real. Bodybuilders knew this back in the 70s. They just had to choke down some genuinely disgusting shakes to get there. Then nutrition went through this whole cycle where fat got blamed for everything in the 80s, and then carbs got blamed for everything in the 2000s. But somehow through all of that, protein just quietly stayed the good guy. Add in a global lockdown and a wave of people trying to hold on to muscle while on peptides, and all the influencers preaching about it constantly, and you get the exact conditions for this to happen. The protein slop and fake healthy food epidemic. And whenever there's a new health craze or food trend, these companies find the cheapest way to legally slap the word.
Yeah, like I think I saw something saying was this like protein Snickers bars or some shit? Like, dude, it's literally just another candy bar. You just added a bit more protein. Like, it's still really bad for you. It's not a supplement for protein. You just have to eat like whole foods, like meat, eggs, vegetables, because I think some vegetables give you protein and stuff like that. So like, if it's not coming from those main sources, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot. You're literally killing yourself.
Protein packed onto whatever they're selling. So today we're getting into 7 of the most unserious health foods currently sitting on shelves, and by the end of this, you're gonna be reading labels every time you go to the grocery store, and you're gonna be like, damn, Sheets was right. All right, starting things off, we have to talk about protein cereal.
Oh my god, that shit is a
reputation
scam.
Problem going into this. Everyone knows a bowl of Frosted Flakes is just dessert that you're allowed to eat at 7 a.m. So these brands panicked and started adding protein to feel better about it. But the actual trick that a lot of them use is they barely add any extra protein at all, but then they bump up the serving size.
Oh, and I think they what you call it? They even like try to say it's this amount of protein with this amount of milk. So it's not actually the protein in the cereal. It's just with milk that adds the bit more protein.
on the box.
It's so
the
stupid.
number looks bigger, all while the sugar content stays basically untouched. There was even this whole lawsuit over one brand doing exactly this, boosting the number of protein mostly through the milk that you're supposed to add, not the cereal itself. Protein cereal has always been funny to me. Like, it sits next to the unhealthy version of itself in the store, acting like a responsible older sibling, when the reality is the only thing that changed was the marketing. It's like, oh, hey consumer, do you want the unhealthy version? Or if you just grab the box right next to it, you can get the protein packed one and feel better about your purchase. I hate this one because it just tricks your brain into thinking that breakfast was responsible.
Bro, they're just trying to scam us as much as possible.
Normally did. Moving on, here's where things start to get a little bit silly. Protein Pop-Tarts.
Dog,
Pop-Tart,
what?
arguably one of the worst ways to start your morning, but I guess Kellogg's had a meeting.
Pop-Tarts have
and
protein versions?
that they could make this geared toward fitness enjoyers.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, society as a whole, we low-key lost the plot on like every level. What do you mean protein Pop-Tarts? At that point, what's the dude? What's the point? Just eat the fucking Pop-Tart. You're not getting a great source of protein in general if you're eating that. You might as well just eat a Pop-Tart, bro.
And so now they exist, even though nobody wanted them. These things taste absolutely disgusting too. I've had these. They're chalky as hell. The sugar is still driving the product, and the protein is just riding along to take credit for the trip. Literally, the only reason they can call themselves a good source of protein is because they fit this very easy to reach goal set by the FDA. This has to be like the response from companies to knowing that kids get taught about the food pyramid. Like, oh, hey, yeah, kids think that protein is good on the food pyramid, so let's just take all this dog shit and put protein in it so they think they're making a good eating choice. But there's a good test you can do to know if what you're eating is actually worth the protein. I call it the I caught you eating blank test. Imagine whatever it is that you're about to eat that you think is a good source of protein, and then imagine eating that and then someone catches you eating it. Does it look like you're pigging out on some junk food, or does it look like you're getting a healthy
Facts,
snack?
bro.
There are dudes who would shoot up heroin if they thought it had a high protein.
Yeah, I'm telling you, literally, if it's not from meat, vegetables, eggs, you're like low-key wasting your time. Besides like the Fairlife protein shakes and shit.
Of bacteria.
But
Content.
besides that, like most of your protein intake has to come from those whole foods.
All right, next up we've got protein chips.
Yeah,
And
insane.
This one bothers me because I
Insane.
like to play this game called Counter-Strike, and I like to have a bag of chips sometime when I play. I know it's gross, but that's classic gamer fuel right there. Here's the thing, chips were never trying to be healthy, and everybody respected that about them. Like, it was an honest snack. But then someone added like 0.00001% of pea protein, and then they charge an extra $5 for the bag, and now it's marketed like it's a recovery meal for leg day. And the protein source itself is usually either from peas or wheat isolate, which isn't inherently bad, but it's nowhere near the quality you'd get from actual meat, eggs, or dairy. So now you're not even getting a great return on the 3 grams you did get. I genuinely don't understand how a bag of crunched up starch became a health food to begin with. All right, moving on, we have protein donuts. Of
Okay,
course
bro.
this exists.
What?
If cereal and Pop-Tarts got the treatment, donuts weren't safe either. These usually run a few
Protein
hundred calories
donuts?
and have some sugar alcohol.
Oh. Wait, hold on. 20 grams for 106 for 2 donuts? Hold on. Okay, not that many fats. And honestly, not that many sugar.
Hit a bigger protein
It's not
number,
that
and we end
bad.
up with this weird, dense cardboard chew that no donut should ever have. At that point, it's not even a donut anymore. It's like the only resemblance it has to a donut is the shape. It's actually funny because if you leave a stale pastry on your counter for a few days and then eat it, it has the identical taste to a protein donut. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Similarly, and moving on, we have protein cookies. This is the
Oh
one
yeah,
that got
that shit's a scam. Holy shit! Which one's that? Larry Protein cookie? Is that their name? Yeah, these Lenny and Larry's, dog. They are so bad and not even worth it. It's 16 grams of protein Oh shit. 16 grams of protein with where's the nutrition label? Yeah, okay, like right here. 420 calories for that whole cookie and only 16 grams of protein. Are you serious, dude? Are we like dead ass? That's like so bad in like the like percentage of protein for calories, and then they have 22 grams of sugar and then 10 grams of fat. Okay, fuck the fat. The fact that the sugars is 22 grams more than the actual protein, it's not a protein. It's like not a great source of protein. You're literally just killing yourself with the sugar. Consuming that much sugar. Like, dude, it's not a good protein.
Public. So a well-known protein cookie brand
claims
something like 16 grams of protein with over 400 calories, but independent testing actually found the real number sitting somewhere closer from 4 to 6 grams. So
bro,
yeah, you can see these companies just don't give a shit anymore and will lie to you to sell you anything. Like, how
insane.
do you lie so bad that even if you divide the number in half, you're still not at the real number? And of course, also, they're just disgusting to bite into. These cookie companies are trying anything to increase sales. They're doing like keto-friendly cookies, vegan cookies, protein cookies, gluten-free cookies, egg-free cookies. The original cookie should have never been changed. People still buy these protein cookies because the box and the label. It's like, why stop at 16 grams of protein if you know that A, people will still buy it, and B, you don't care about the truth? It's like, dude, fucking make it 100 grams of protein at this point. Make it 1,000 million grams of protein, because clearly your bet is that the average consumer is too stupid to know when you've done something false. All right, no, let's cool off, let's relax, let's hydrate.
Oh my god, this is gonna be the protein water.
Yep,
oh my god,
next, guys.
I just found out protein water was a thing like 2 weeks ago, and why? Just why?
Protein water. This one made me laugh out loud the first time I saw it at the gas station.
Like, what the fuck does that even...
took the one drink on Earth that's already good for you and decided it needed improvement by making it slightly powdery and charging it 4x the price. A lot of these barely crack 10 grams a bottle and they taste like an expired milkshake, but people still buy this shit because there's like a muscular guy on the label. You could hit the same exact number with a glass of milk, but milk doesn't come with a label that makes you feel like you have aura, I guess. All right, moving on. Finally, we've got protein candy bars. This is the final boss of this whole video. It's the final boss of the whole category. You take an existing candy bar and you rename it with like Pro or Plus in the title, and then it becomes a performance stack like Snickers Protein Plus or Kit Kat Power Bar 9000. Look it up. There's literally a Snickers protein bar. These companies have gotten really good at using words that sound like they're regulated, but they don't carry any meaning. Stuff like protein packed or protein infused, which doesn't carry the same legal requirements. So yeah, if it's not obvious by this point in the video, I'll say it outright. They are lying to you. Here's
facts.
The pattern once you zoom out. The rules around this stuff are honestly so loose in the US. Like, a product only needs to hit somewhere around 10 to 19% of your daily protein value to call itself a good source, and like 20% to say high protein. It sounds strict, but then you realize the daily value itself is based on just 50 grams
only
a day,
50 grams?
lower than what most people actually need if they're training or trying to build muscle. Over in the UK and EU, it works a little differently. Protein just needs to make up 12% of the calories to say source and 20% to say high protein. These companies are just taking advantage of old rules. Like, these were written decades ago by people that didn't care about us then and don't care about us now. And that's kind of the whole thing. Protein is not a villain. Protein's great. The problem is that the marketing system found out that people will forgive almost any amount of sugar or ultra-processed junk if the word protein shows up in bold letters on the front. So yeah, I mean, if your entire diet is built on cereal, Pop-Tarts, chips, donuts, cookies, water, and candy bars that all have to say protein on them, then congrats.
You're
because
so cooked.
You just built an expensive junk food subscription. Like, the next time something's screaming 20 grams of protein at you from a shelf, flip it over first, check the sugar, check the calories, and check what's actually backing that number up. Another rule people use is you take the calories, knock off the last zero, and if the gram of protein beats that number, it's probably decent. Anything under that, and it's just dessert. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please be
Dude, what do you guys think would be the like? What do you guys think would be the next food thing? Like, what would be the next it thing? Like, right now it's protein. What would be the next thing? Because we had sugar, we had fat, we had carbs. What would be the next thing? Like salt? Would be like some salt or no fiber. Holy fuck! People are like, I've seen some shit about fiber maxing. People putting like chia seeds into like water or soda and just fiber maxing. I think like getting hella fuck ton of fiber might be the next like food health crave phenomenon thing. And it's like, yo, come on, dude. Like, do y'all need to shit that bad?